Started out fast.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we just didn't shoot the ball the way that we're capable. We had a lot of open looks tonight. And to hold the team under 100 points is something that you treasure for sure. And they played hard. I mean, that's what we've seen with them. They just keep coming at you. But I thought we say it all the time. It's become like a catchphrase, but mental stamina and poise was what we needed tonight in those moments when they, made a run and took the lead, whatever the case may be. We come back to the huddle and we just try to execute as best we can. I thought the guys did a really good job of executing the foul down the stretch and getting the ball in bounds and understanding the timeout situation. And when we needed guys to hit shots, Landry was big. Jay kept going after. He wasn't having a good night from the field, and then he comes up with 2 big shots. And DA that's an adult game, 21 and 19. So I'm proud of the way we hung in there. Just an emotional bounce back off of the other day, to come in here and get a win against a team that's won 3 out of 5. I mean, they've been playing pretty well, so we're excited about getting another win.
Talk about those who haven't played a lot together.
Yeah.
How have you seen that sort of work here in the last?
Well, it's a work in progress for sure. We've been talking to Cam about letting the play develop. He has the ability to score, which we want him to score, but there are times where you have to let the offense breathe a little bit and let things develop. And that last pocket pass that DA got, like that's what's there for us when they're taking away the rim. Or if you draw a guy and the defender that's on the ball is behind you, DA's been pretty good in that pocket. He's probably one of the best in the league at making that pocket shot. So it's certainly something that we have to get better at down the stretch, recognizing what teams are doing and then executing it and just, not predetermining what we're going to do, but let the game tell you what to do. It's a bit more efficient. Yeah. I just thought the willingness to take those shots. I thought there was one right in front of our bench. I wish he would have taken that last one that he had. But everybody on the team tells him to shoot the ball, play free. He plays with great intentions. And tonight it was just impressive to see him step up and make big shot after big shot. Yeah, it was. Well, I thought the idea that we would foul, I thought it made Wagner hesitate a little bit on the first catch, and then he tried to get away from Mikal. Mikal just made an unreal play. I mean, he's got those long arms. We saw it last week in the New York game, how he came up with that ball at the end. It reminds me of the Clipper game in the bubble when he got the deflection that we needed to get it to Book, and Book hits that shot. Like, he's just so doggone long. It's hard to account for that, and he's athletic. So I'm proud of the way he hung in there, because I didn't know if he was going to be able to play after he went down, and he got himself together and came back in and helped us win this game.
What was it when he went down?
I don't even know. At that point, I know he's hurting, and I feel for him, but at the time, it's in those closing moments, man. I got to focus on time scoring situations, so I don't know just yet. He may have gotten like hit in the thigh or something like that. For him to come back and run around like he did, I think it was more of a contusion or something like that.
You always focused on the game, but a little altercation was down.
I don't know what happened, man. I can't even tell you. I never focus on that stuff. Once the game starts, it's like something happens to me, man. All I can do is focus on what's going on the court. I looked over there and it didn't even register that something was going on. So now that you said it, I guess that was it. Yeah.
It's a game where You don't have Devin, you don't have Chris, you don't have Cam, or guys that make you stress.
No doubt. Yeah, but I think that develops a capacity for us to grow as a team. Guys are in situations that they have not been in, for this kind of team playing for what we're playing for. That's new for all of us with the guys that we have. And so I think, Landry knocking down shots like that, Cam having to manage the game in those situations, that's new for those guys. Ish getting time in big moments. That's something that could pay off for us later on. And the stress of it all, is good if you can learn from it. And I think that's something that we can, obviously add to the portfolio of Suns basketball. I really feel like it's going to help us become a better team.
And that's what they have. You got Miami out, tomorrow, and they're probably as healthy as they've been all year. So just going to that and
we got a plane ride in about an hour, and that's about all I'm focused on right now. Miami's a good team, but we're going to let this digest, and I'll dive into them in about 2 hours. So I'm not going to let you take away from this win. Miami's good. We know it. We got a challenge ahead of us, but I got a plane ride in an hour. I want to make sure I get to the plane safely.
What's the objective?
DA had 19. That's huge for us. We didn't give up a crazy number of offensive rebounds for a team that, they shot 38 and 17. So you think there'd be more offensive rebound attempts. We only gave up 8 tonight. So that's an improvement for sure. But DA having 19, that's pretty impressive. And Jay had 11, on a night where you're not shooting the ball as well as you would like to have 11 is huge.
Finish with Kellen Olson on Zoom.
Hey, Monty, I know you talk about learning moments a lot. So how much do you relish the opportunity late in games like this? There were a couple of possessions where you could have called a timeout, but I could sense that you perhaps just wanted Cam to kind of learn through that moment a bit.
Nah, I wasn't even thinking that. There's flow to the game. There's certain things you want to allow to develop. And I have to be careful with my timeouts in case there's, a challenge or something like that. But we've been in so many situations before we come out of a timeout. I'll tell the guys what we want, so I don't have to use a timeout. And there are moments where, after a play happens, sometimes you wish you would have taken it. But tonight was just one of those nights where I just, let things develop. And I just trust our defense for sure. And I have to trust our guys to execute because we have been in these moments. We may not have had these particular players in these moments, but I think those guys are going to learn by being in those stressful situations.
Last one I had, I know Jay didn't have the best shooting night, but how much does it help to have a guy like that confidence-wise just sticking with it in the offense and being decisive?
Well, that's who we are. We tell our guys to let it fly if you have a shot. Like, we know our guys have great intentions, so I was proud of his ability to hang in there, and the 2 shots he hit, we certainly needed those. And then, I think that breeds confidence to continue to have an effect on the game in different ways. And he had 11 rebounds to go with, those 2 big shots he hit down the stretch. Thank you.